it's Jessii Vee, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about another very scary Japanese apparition. I cannot believe that I've never heard of this one before because it's terrifying. This apparition is known as Rokurokubi. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. When do I ever say anything right? Also known as the long neck lady or the women with floating heads. Interesting, right? By the way, I don't think I've ever worn hoop earrings literally ever. I cannot tell if they suit me or not, but I thought I'd try them today. I got them for my birthday and I like them, but I'm trying to decide if I like them on me. What do you guys think? Anyways, we're gonna just jump right into today's video. I know I do a lot of talking at the beginning of my videos because I have just so much to tell you guys all the time, but we're just gonna dive in. We're diving. So like I said, Rokurokubi is a Japanese apparition, and they actually look almost completely human aside from a few differences during the day, and they typically present themselves as female when they are seen. So you could be walking through the streets, or you could have a friend or a relative that you literally have no idea is this creature behind the scenes. And then at night, their neck stretches and their head begins to wander and flies around freely. Sometimes their head is completely detached from the neck and it goes exploring as far as it pleases. Now, some people think that this was just a legend created to scare people into staying inside their houses after midnight. It encourages kids to come home at curfew. It stops people from wandering the streets all hours of the morning. So is it a legend or is it true? What's interesting is that some of these creatures are self-aware and they do know that they are creepy apparitions, but there are a few who still believe they are human. They remain unaware of what happens to their bodies at night and think they are just having nightmares about their necks and heads wandering off. It's like a creepy ghost that does not realize it's a creepy ghost. It's like the Sixth Sense all over again. But most of them know, and they do take advantage of that. They are known as pranksters. They love to frighten people. They love to cause trouble. They also like to scare small animals, which is horrible. They like to knock things over in your house. They also love knocking over oil lamps to drink the oil. They expose themselves when oil began disappearing from the home at a rapid rate. So if you have like a lot of oil lamps and stuff hanging around and suddenly they go missing, you better get out of your house fast. To keep their existence more secretive, Rokurokubi make a point to appear in front of drunk people who are usually too intoxicated to remember, and then the next day they can't give like a credible testimony to what they saw. There's this one story about a man who realized that his wife was one of these apparitions and he tried to cure her by feeding her the liver of his dog. Now this actually did fix her. She became fully human again, but the thing was, she had already passed on her curse to her daughter. Well, the young girl became this creepy apparition the next evening, and the dog appeared as a ghost and bit the head off of the Rokurokubi, killing it instantly. So things just did not work out very well for this family at all. In an extremely creepy tale, an entire village of Rokurokubi is discovered, and every villager wears a scarf around their neck to hide their scars, even the children. So like literally it was found out that hundreds of people, well, they weren't people, they were these creatures, were living in a town trying to be unseen, covering their necks from people. Now there is another version of this creature. They're called the Nukakubi, and they're known for drinking human blood. They are said to be more violent than their long-necked cousins. The Nukakubi reportedly attack humans and drink their blood like vampires. Now sometimes their thirst for blood can be quenched by drinking from animals, and occasionally they just literally go up to their victims and bite them. Like they don't even have to always drink their blood. Now to kill a Nukakubi, one must move the body to a safe place where the head cannot find it. And this is for particularly the ones whose head completely detaches from the body. When it flies back to try and reattach itself, you're supposed to move the body somewhere that they cannot locate it. However, it's really difficult when a family member discovers that another one of their family members is actually this creepy apparition. It's obviously really hard to kill them. It is also said that if this creature's neck is still attached to their body and maybe it's just like gone for miles and miles, you can literally just take an axe and just chop it off if you want to destroy it, which is obviously horrible to think about. Now apparently living people can become Rokurokubi if they are cursed. According to the legend, the curse can happen for a multitude of different reasons. For example, a woman can become one after she is cursed for being unfaithful to her husband. And what's so messed up is that if a man commits a sin, he could actually transfer his curse onto a woman that he knows. So like if a husband does something wrong, he could be like, you know what, let's put the curse on my wife because she's a female. And then if a woman is cursed, she could actually pass it along to her daughter, like it goes through the bloodline. Here are some ways that you can identify a Rokurokubi. Since they look exactly like humans and some even believe that they are too, identifying them can be quite difficult. But according to the legend, there are some ways that you can tell. Stretch marks along people's necks can appear during the day. So if you're looking at someone and they have like these horrible like red lines going up and down their neck that look like stretch marks, that is apparently one sign. And because of those stretch marks, a lot of these apparitions like to wear turtlenecks and scarves around their neck to cover up these marks. So if you know someone who's constantly wearing a turtleneck, who constantly has a scarf on, that could be a sign. Others wear several layers of clothing to distract people from their strange necks. And some people, unfortunately, have literally watched a family member take a nap on the couch or something, and then suddenly their head like detaches from their body and floats around. That's like an obvious sign that you know. There was a story about this mother who was sleeping beside her daughter at night, and when she woke up, she saw the daughter's neck like winding off her body out of the bedroom, down the hallway, down into the kitchen. Like she literally had to get up and follow the trail of her daughter's neck. So that's super creepy. Anyways, so guys, that is all of the legend I'm going to be talking about today. If you know of any other Japanese legends or any other legends from around the world that you want me to cover, definitely comment down below. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.